In the year 2000, as the world was recovering from the Y2K problem that never actually happened, the United States military realized it had a tiny, insignificant problem. These dumbasses had lost the nuclear launch codes. Not a spare set, not a souvenir keychain, the actual briefcase known as the football containing the authorization to end all life on Earth. It was missing, and it had been missing for months. To understand the sheer absurdity of this situation, one must first appreciate the system's Kafkaesque bureaucracy. The nuclear codes, known colloquially as the biscuit, were kept on a laminated plastic card that was supposed to remain within arm's reach of the president at all times. It was the ultimate do-not-lose item, the sort of thing you'd attach to a giant foam finger or chain to your wrist. Yet, somehow, it vanished into the ether of the Clinton White House.
Come on, man.
The story begins, as all great geopolitical farces do, with an aide. This particular aide was entrusted with the most sensitive object on the planet. One day, he likely set it down next to a potted plant, forgot about it, and decided to employ the most foolproof strategy known to man: denial. Every month, a grim-faced official from the Pentagon would dutifully march over to the White House. Their job was simple: physically lay eyes on the nuclear codes to confirm they hadn't been turned into a coaster. But every time this official arrived, the aide was ready with some stone-cold classics. The president could not be disturbed. The president was in a meeting. The president was reviewing important tariffs. The president was, presumably, taking a very long nap.
Bruh.
These excuses were not used once. They were not used twice. For several months, this man successfully argued that the commander-in-chief was too busy to be interrupted for a 5-second confirmation that the world wasn't about to end. And his boss just accepted this. Because who wants to be the person who bursts into the Oval Office to say, "Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I have to physically see the briefcase for no reason in particular"? It was a bureaucratic Mexican standoff of incompetence. This charade only ended when the military tried to perform its routine code change. They needed the old codes to officially deactivate them. The aide finally cracked. He admitted, with the casualness of someone returning a library book, that he hadn't seen the briefcase since Clinton was still in his first term. General Hugh Shelton, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, later described the episode as a comedy of errors. Let's be clear. This is a comedy where the punchline is that a single man's fear of admitting he lost his work bag nearly caused the entire strategic defense posture of the Western world to go up in smoke. Upon learning of the disaster, Shelton rushed to the offices of then Defense Secretary William Cohen, reportedly saying, "You are not going to believe this." One imagines Cohen's face slowly cycling through disbelief, horror, and finally a quiet resignation. The codes were eventually replaced, and procedures were changed to ensure that the inspecting official would simply wait in the lobby for as long as it took, until they saw the card with their own eyes. It's a terrifying thought that such a critical failsafe was subject to a simple bureaucratic cover-up. The moral of the story is this: if you lose something, just admit it. Especially if it's something that can fucking end all life on Earth. Did they ever find the original codes? To this day, the answer is likely no. They're probably still sitting in a forgotten drawer next to a half-eaten bag of chips, waiting to terrify a future historian.